Welcome to an edition of POS. We don't have Frank this week, so I'll take it to me. I won't make Bobby do it. I'll do it. Our guest this week, first of all, it's his birthday. Oh my goodness, on a birthday. What a sad existence, sir. That on your birthday you're here with us. But his podcast is called Internet is a Toilet. So is his Twitter handle. So funny, even though I've known you for a little while, I'm like, what do I call you? Do I call you Toilet? You're like, no, Adam.
You could Adam Toilet. Fucking
Adam Toilet.
I will answer to it all, my friend.
Toilet's with us today. Thank you for coming on. And in a weird way, where Bobby was just making a joke, if you haven't watched our show, we have backgrounds. A lot of time Bobby will do a video of a woman bouncing with her boobs. People got mad at the boobs, and they got mad at the boobs went away. So we made a joke saying, I guess we just need people with boobs. And then Frank Pellegrino goes, I know the perfect one. And
I know just the boobs.
That's how whatever Amy from her YouTube channel, whatever Amy came to us, but you're not here for your boobs because I've watched the YouTube channel and you're funny and interesting and I enjoy it. So, yes, and you also have boobs. So does Bobby, and we keep him too. So, and of course, the wind beneath my wings, the man that I'm happy I'll actually performing a real show with this weekend, in Hartford, Connecticut. Bobby Tamburo, my co-host, is here with us.
What's going on, everybody? I heard we had a birthday in that house, and on birthdays, I like to give a little advice. And that's ask for money, get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. That's right. We're at a birthday party. Let's go. Woo, the POS show with the Internet is a Toilet and whatever, Amy. Let's go. I call it life.
I don't know what
Very intense.
It's my new bit, Pat.
Is Eastside Pat? Is that what's happening now?
It's my new bit,
sit
Pat.
there and dance.
It's my new bit, Pat.
I like your old tit better than your new bit. Go back to the boobs. I was wrong.
I think Bit Pat could overcome Dogecoin. I'm all about Bit Pat.
Yes, there it is. It's yeah, if they can make that monetary, then I'm in. I mean, that's great. Now, Amy, I know you're going to be a guest on a show I literally just recorded with Michael Gavin Ali.
I am, yes. So my second time meeting with him.
Oh, you've been on a podcast? Oh, you were on another show with him, a Wet Spot, right?
He guest hosted the Wet Spot for Chrissy Mayer, and I was on that with him.
Spoiler alert, on that show, a porn star's name comes up, and he didn't know who she was, and me and his producer were so shocked that guy did not know the name of a porn star.
No, it's true. And
he goes, I think I've heard of her name, but I'm not familiar with her work. And I'm like, that's the greatest.
I'm like,
then he said, Chris, we need to stop the podcast so I can look her up. And Chris was like, no, man, we got to keep going. He's like, no, you don't understand. With my condition, I have to stop the podcast to look her up.
Bobby, just so you know, we're not the only people who get blown off by Barb. Barb was supposed to be doing their podcast too, but also blew it off for work. And they're like, what's her deal? And I'm like, no, she actually.
I love Barb.
So she got a real job. So I told them, I said, hey, listen, she's a young comic who's trying to do too much right now. She should probably not say yes to every podcast when she has to work 40 shifts at her job. But
right.
I get it. You don't want to say no to anything. So I told her, keep trying to get her on because she is energetic and fun. We definitely want to have her back on too. But it was supposed to be the double header of me and her. And you could tell that Michael Gavin Ali's creepy energy really wanted the cute girl and not me to be the one that stayed. But it was fun, but it was a strange one. I don't know what the format is. It's just him reading the news kind of and getting mad at
just
it. So
going with it.
Just goes with it. And it's different. I think
he asked me to come on the last show. He's like, will you do the show naked? And I was like, I'm gonna go with no.
See, and people say we're creepy. We didn't even ask. We were just
he
like,
shot a shot.
We'll take you however you want it.
No, I wouldn't even. No, please don't.
Oh shit!
Please don't. It's your birthday. We don't need your birthday suit. I wouldn't want that. What is that show? What is the show of you just naked? I know I say this too much and it makes me sound weird. I like to earn my nudity. What happened to that in life? I know I can see everyone naked by hitting a button now, but I liked it back in the day when you had to use imagination and someone said, hey, you seem cool. Here's my body. I like that. I miss that that's not a thing all the time. I don't like being sent nudes. I would definitely not want to interview anybody nude. Because you're also going to be sitting and it looks like you're pooping and it'd be a weird nude. You
Back
do
in the day,
nude
free
stuff?
nudes used to be pixelated titties on Cinemax, but now free nudes is everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Are you someone who's known for being nude?
Well, I do have an OnlyFans, so
Wait, that's not you're not just known for being. You're not a porn star.
Wait, what's this OnlyFans, Amy?
No.
Tell us, how would we look you up?
I can send you the link, but it would be
I-
at whatever_Amy, like my
I
Twitter
did
handle.
send Bobby the link. Didn't you review it, Bobby?
It said it had already been used, Pat. So
I
I
didn't
think you
use
beat me to the
I'll
punch
send
there.
you a new one.
No. I'll subscribe. I'm a good friend.
I
like
didn't
that.
use it. I just sent it right to you because you're a reviewer.
That is fair.
I'm a prude, so I was like, I couldn't
I will resend it. You guys can.
send it
go
right
on
to
it.
Bobby. Send it to Adam for his birthday. Send it to Michael Gavin. I'm sure he has one.
Don't send it to Michael Gavin.
I don't think he has it.
Hey, it's
I'm
my
not-
birthday.
It is your birthday.
I
You
will.
should-
Fine. Fine.
I will
You should-
definitely send them.
Sorry, Amy. You should hold out until he subscribes. Be like, I'm not doing your podcast until you are a subscriber, Michael. That's this deal here.
You know what? I want to really ask this because this is something that interests me. What is the game plan with an OnlyFans? Like, I'm sure some people at the beginning were just giving everything away, if you will. Do you have tiers that you do? Is there certain things for certain people? If you give out this much money, I've never been on an OnlyFans, so I'm not really sure. But people have told me you can like, donate certain amounts or like just do a monthly thing. How do
Yeah,
you?
there's two types. You could have a free page where you sell pay-per-view and it's just posted on the wall and people can unlock it whenever they want as they scroll. Or you could have a subscription page, which is what I have, and then you can post everything on there. And there's certain things included with the subscription. There's certain things that you can sell, privately as well.
Now,
Now,
you
let's
sell.
say-
You mean just like if I want to see your butthole, I gotta throw in $30? Is that what this is?
No, you can see my
Not
butthole.
your butthole. But I'm just saying, in other words, unlock this and I get to see this. But I know some people that have OnlyFans, but they don't get naked, and people are just like, well, here's a picture of me and the kid. And it's like, oh.
Right. I mean, there's photographers, there's fitness people, there's artists, there's all sorts of people on OnlyFans, and some, they do either or, and it's a way to kind of make extra money, I guess, and get your work out there. And everyone does it for a different reason. So
Well, it's all
I
the
think
same
what-
reason. What? It's all the same reason. You're not doing it for the love of the game. You just put that on Instagram. If you were doing it for the love of the game, it's for money, right?
well, yeah, people make money. Some people are putting their art out there. I don't.
All I'm saying, like, why they're- I'm just saying, by the end of the day, if you're not doing it for money, then why are you charging? Like, you definitely
Right.
should
Exactly.
charge for your body parts. If you are going to have them out there, someone should pay. They're your boobs. They should pay to view them. Why not?
I paid enough for them. You know.
Now, if people come into like, if you start dating someone, do you like go, this is for free, like every time? You don't have to pay for
No,
this.
I've been in a relationship for 4 years, and he's very supportive. He's like, you're beautiful, you're funny, you're smart. If you can make money off that, why shouldn't you?
That's because you're making money. If you were making like $6, he's like, cut the shit, bitch. Stop putting your tits out there for $6. Hey,
I'm like,
That's
here's
why.
that country club dues this year. Good, no worries.
that's all you pay for. I never thought about that. There are people at country clubs right now paying it for only. That changes the whole thing. That's like real.
No
different.
one's recognized me yet, so we'll see.
Well, because they don't know what your head looks like. That's-
Oh shit! It's an OnlyFan country club party. Peace up, A-Town down. Let's do it, y'all. POS retail with the internet as a toilet and whatever, Amy.
This isn't retail. This is regular POS.
Regular POS.
What is happening? Are you high?
I don't know
Nah,
what's
man.
happening.
I love this bit.
Is this because you're not allowed to do your own thing on other people's shows?
No, stop
No, 'cause I'm happy you
implying
can.
that.
I'm happy you can't.
If you knew how many of these one-liner intros I have ready to go, you'd be so mad right now.
Well, I hope you two are ready for that throughout the okay, so Adam, I've checked out your podcast before, but explain to people what your podcast is about.
I find shitty shit on the internet,
Yeah, you do.
from authors to music to everything. And I really try to just bring it to the attention of the listener. Nice, short, to the point podcast. My most recent one was I found out Mozart's in love with shitty poop jokes.
Yes,
And
I clicked on that one.
He was also in love with his cousin, but that's for another podcast. But yeah, so my most recent episodes, it's just about how Mozart loved poop jokes, and he even had songs like his one song "Leck mich in Ars," which is not it's pretty straight to the point. That means lick me in the ass.
Yes.
They're not trying to hide anything there. So fuck
No.
yeah, that's what I got going.
I think it's in a tune of Child Minor.
Yeah, it's in a butt poop child B flat.
Hold on.
And
Yeah.
nope, I'm gonna let it go. But I'm not gonna say we're out here looking people's arses. Let's go.
I thought it was coming.
No, what I was gonna say is what's beautiful is that's free domain, Amy. So if you wanted to use that music to back a scene,
Oh, I
you
don't
can
have to do
act
a
out the-
royalties to it.
yeah, exactly. So
That
there
is
you
good to
go.
know. Good.
Yeah, unlike Bobby with this bit he's doing, where we will not get any royalties now because he won't stop playing songs people know.
Yeah. Damn, we won't get the 7 cents in
Yeah.
YouTube ads.
Like when we did the other show, I couldn't even put it on our Patreon because Bobby didn't know this. Bobby was getting yelled at for boobies, so he went to put kittens on. He just Googled a kitten video, didn't know it was from a BBC show. So
Oh, no.
YouTube goes, we did almost a 2-hour podcast, and I was only allowed to put 5 minutes on YouTube. So I had to do just the audio on the Patreon, which it was a funny one. But, it was better because I told a lot of stories that I probably didn't want out there, so it's better that no one can see it.
I'm sorry, Pat. I'm out here working hard, okay? Me not working hard, picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, picture me in Times Squares with a Kodak. That's right.
Pitbull? Is that
It's
Pitbull reference?
POS. We are doing Pitbull, and I am moving slower than I wanted to with all my props here. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Let's do it, people. Yo, we got the internet is a toilet. Pat Oates, whatever, Amy. Subscribe, like, follow. Let's go.
Why are we going? What is going on?
I don't know what's happening.
I got a gig this
I'm
weekend.
not
I'm
sure,
practicing. No one.
But I also like that every time he does it, he has to introduce everybody.
I'm loving it.
That's
I
what
like the
DJs
plug.
do. We shout
have to-
stuff out. Yeah.
Good.
Hold on.
Thank you.
There you go, Bobby. You better now. I can do it too. I don't need to put props on. You can just put a filter on like this. And now I'm Bob. Oh, look, it's Bob. Do, 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 do. I'm fucking.
Pat.
Do, do, do.
Pat, I got one question for you, though.
Are you ready for this?
No, where them girls at? That's right. It's POS. We got whatever, Amy. The internet is a toilet. Pat Oates. We're going to carry you all through the evening. Sit back and kick some jams.
I love kicking jams.
Jams at
All right,
all?
cool. Sorry, I know we were getting into that, but that's what as much as we can play legally.
2 seconds.
We were
Yeah.
kicking jams?
Yeah, man, I'm a DJ. Have you not picked up on that yet?
No, because I am a DJ.
No, you're a disc jockey.
Yeah, that's what DJ stands for.
You ride this disc jockey. You didn't see me grab my dick on cam, but it would have
I'm
been
pretty
funnier if you
psyched about
did.
that. You know what, Bobby? Get an OnlyFans and do that thing. You see, it's amazing. You charge for that shit. Don't do that. You don't just put it out there willy nilly. What did you do before video in OnlyFans, Amy? What did you do? What got you into that stuff? Doing YouTube?
I have a really big following on Twitter, so people just started asking to buy my pictures off Twitter, and I really didn't post anything scandalous. And I saw all these other women that were doing it, and I was like, oh, I'll try it,
How did
whatever.
you grow that Twitter page? I know a lot of people that don't. I'm not saying you, but I know a lot of people that have like a ton of followers, and then don't know why. I mean, they do tweet nice things, but like you can also
I don't know why
very funny
either.
things. But I know there's certain algorithms and there's ways of doing that. How do you build that base?
What Pat's
Well,
trying to ask is if, let's say you had a podcast, right, that you thought had a lot of talent and potential, but you just couldn't get eyes on. How would
No,
you
I'm actually
best?
trying to find out why there's like certain females that just have a picture of themselves that there's a filter. It doesn't even look like they have 8 million followers. That's what I'm trying to find out.
I was just joking.
I know, I'm getting right past that. Fuck you and your songs.
Oh shit!
Comes
No.
over
No,
time.
let her answer the question first.
It came over time. I mean, I started in like 2015, and I just started, tweeting every day, and I would follow other people and retweet them, and I'd stay out of drama, and it just kind of built over time. I guess people enjoyed hearing me complain. I mean, I complained about my commute to the city every day, and the disgusting people that I would run into in New York, and like all these just crazy things that I saw in my life, and it
How
just
creepy do the DMs get?
you know what? Not as much as everyone thinks. Everyone's like, oh, you must be so busy. And I'm like, people say hi here and there, but I'm not a super big chatter to begin with. So
No, I mean, how many dicks do you get?
It's sporadic. I really
Yeah.
don't get as many as everyone would assume. But
And
when I
Adam,
do,
how many dicks do you send?
One a day.
All right, cool. Is there a certain time when you do it? Or it's noon, big time.
I can
feel like-
preset the post.
I feel like it looks better in the morning after all that rest.
Have you actually ever taken a dick picture?
Oh God, taken one yes, sent one no.
No.
No?
You've taken one?
No, well, no, because it's like it always feels like a good idea at
What
the
are you
time, but
doing
then
with
I'm like, yeah, then what am I gonna do? Send it to my fucking girlfriend? I've never sent it to a girl I wasn't not with, or I never taken one for one, and I'm like, oh wait, she'll see it because like I was chubby fucking dude, and I was like, who dicks are the grossest things ever, and the female body is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Everybody can agree that. So
Apparently not.
That makes
Apparently
sense.
not if you heard our Patreon fans, Adam. That's all I got
Oh.
to say. Apparently some people can't appreciate the female body.
I'm a patron. I just have not gone through the comments. Fuck that. So,
You
yeah.
can appreciate they get too distracted, and I think their hormones get so built they can't listen, and so they
All right,
freak out.
let's be honest. We don't have anybody quite as stacked as Amy in the background. It's not like they're super distracting.
Angela White is when you do that one.
I don't know who that is.
Remember, she's the one that I didn't know her name either till the two other
Pat, we have Amy on the podcast. All those other ones are dead to me.
Oh. Well, they're not dead to me because everyone's equal. That's in the world we're in. All tits matter.
Adam, let me teach you how to properly send a dick pic that you won't ever
Don't
have to
send one
regret.
on our show.
Can you
No,
just
I'm
send
not-
me one and I'll forward it going forward?
We
Well,
have to save one that you send out.
Well,
Yeah.
the key is you could do that. That's a good option. What I like to do is take it in Snapchat, right? Then you can draw on anything you want, and then you make it artsy. So, like for instance, a classic
hat.
one for me, yeah. Or I like to send LaMelo balls. So I'll draw a nice little LaMelo jersey. You know, teal for the Hornets. That's a basketball player, in case if any of you guys didn't know. And that way, nobody could ever get super offended because usually the humor outweighs the offensiveness. It's like Pat
They
aims
forget
for
all
with
about
comedy.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, look at this shot. I took.
No.
I-
The humor outweighs the offensiveness. That's what I was going with. You're always that's what you game for.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you did the shot I took. Like I missed the shot. That's
No. I meant it as
Am I the only
compliment.
one drinking here? Is that?
Nope.
I don't. But you can.
I knew that, but no.
To be honest, you are the only one drinking there because we're not with you in a room. You are alone with a
I
drink.
meant here in our
I
collective.
know. I know that's how alcoholics work during COVID.
I'm sufficiently high.
Yeah,
I'll
Bobby's
join
high.
you there too.
Yeah, he's drinking. You're all good.
It's Adam's birthday. He's ready to roll.
It's 5:00 somewhere. Play a song, asshole.
Yeah, where the fuck is it actually 5 o'clock right now though?
It's about to be 5:00 in California.
Oh, wait, actually, that's a really easy answer to that question. So
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
the only one I know.
Call me Stuttering John because I don't fucking know the difference of time zones.
Yes.
It's Adam from the internet's birthday. He's drinking. He's smoking. You could say he's got the right temperature.
what the fuck?
That's right. It's the POS Retail Podcast. Only this one's just straight POS. We got Adam from the toilet is the internet. We got whatever Amy, and we got the lovely Pat Oates.
All right, you broke me. I like it now. Fuck. I wanted to get mad, but it's starting to make me chuckle watching you take the phone, jam it to the microphone. It's really
And
sad.
get the name of my show wrong too. Beautifully. It doesn't matter.
At one point, he's just like, Adam's a toilet, whatever, Amy, and that. It's like, it's just screaming. I don't think men don't talk about this as much. I hate getting the naked pics from women.
Oh shit! Pat hates getting naked pics from women. No.
Well, here's why. I've never been
Gotta give it
sent
a
a
breath.
tasteful one. The people that have sent me them they're too intense. Like I could probably take a tasteful. I don't even want that either. I don't like a pretty picture or like a smile, like a nice outfit, something like that. That's fine. Just reminding me of you, whatever. That's good. But like, I literally one time a girl sent me a video, and I'm pretty sure I saw her kidneys. It was so intense. Like, first of all, she has a very good camera on her phone because it was like a doctor was going in, and it was just like the noises that were being made was like very slushy, and I
She
get
sent
it.
you a
And
colonoscopy
she was
by
going
accident.
off, and I didn't really know her. Like, she met me at a comedy show. She messaged me a couple times, and the next thing I know,
Boom.
I'm getting
Boobs.
that shit. Boom. And I'm like, then she's like, well, you haven't messaged me since then. She goes, are you watching the video a lot? I'm like, no, I'm blocking you. Like,
She thinks very highly of herself.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
that's
go,
fucking balls.
and she goes, no one else has ever hated that video. I'm like, you're just sending that around? Like,
I'm not the first one.
first of all, we all know that that's not the case. I always think it's funny when a guy gets a picture of a girl and she's naked. He's like, oh, she's laying in bed thinking, oh, she's at work. Like that, she has
It's
that
like
on her phone. There's an
It's
album.
like the guy who falls in love with the stripper.
Yeah.
He thinks
Like,
that she likes it.
I mean, you have sexy pictures of yourself and you're going to send to a guy. You're not taking them that moment. You've already got the pictures. You're ready to go. This girl had
Not
this
even
video
taking
ready.
in that moment for OnlyFans. Like people are like, "Oh, you look so beautiful this morning. Did you take that today?" I'm like, "Yes, I always wake up with full makeup and lashes."
Yeah, and a
6 a.m.
camera crew and lighters and shit. I got all that stuff. I mean, I've been sent some that were all right, but then another one, a girl sent me her butthole, and I don't even like buttholes, and I'm like, you don't even know me. How dare
It's
you?
an
Yeah,
acquired
Okay.
taste.
Get to
People
know
are
me.
getting much more
It's
bolder.
not a hello. Butthole
Let's
is
try
not a
to fit
hello.
this to the format of the show. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it Pat for getting sent a butthole and being an ungrateful piece of shit?
I said
Is it the
thanks.
girl for
I
being a
wrote
charming
thanks.
angel who sent her butthole to Pat?
It was not an angel.
We'll go to you first, Adam.
A butthole pic does not scream charming angel, so I already see discrepancies in the question, to be honest. Not
Objection,
saying
Your
it's
Honor.
not
Something that
possible.
wasn't inside her butthole was a piece of shit, so I'm kind of happy for that.
At one point it was.
Requesting to treat the
And
witness as
one time
hostile.
after it was. I don't get that. I say I'm more into not even sexting. I just like stimulating texting and phone call conversation. That's me. When we meet, then I'm into it. I can just jerk off to your picture. I don't really need you anymore. And I hate to say that, but I think you're not really a person. You're a thing I jerk off to. And I like relationship. So like if there was times where I was traveling with comedy and there was a girl I was dating and she'd be cute and send me a little picture like look at her ass. I was just getting into a shower or something. It was like, hey, thinking of you. It was sweet and cute. It wasn't nasty and whatever. It was also like, wait, hoping I was home and that's something for me to have while I was out. I got it. But if someone sends me a picture and it's just them like spread eagle, like they're getting ready to be dissected, and they're like, you like this shit? Like, no, I don't. They're like, oh, you're a prude. Okay, maybe. Is it okay to still be prude? Why do I have to want to see your inside? I don't want to fist you like a puppet show. I don't want that. I don't want to be Jim Henson. Why can't we just do this? And then whenever I go on these rants and Bobby's heard it, then 4 or 5 women think I'm kidding, and then the random strangers send me more pictures like
oh no. I think if women are allowed to be disgusted by unsolicited dick pics, I think it's perfectly acceptable for men to not want to have an unsolicited naked body pussy pic.
Men won't let that happen because it's bravado. What are you talking about? What are you, gay? You don't want
I think your month ended yesterday, Pat.
What'd you say?
I think your month ended yesterday.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, gay. Do gay men send other gay men dick pics? That must be a nightmare. Yes. It's flying back and forth throughout the fucking text.
Yeah.
No breaks in between. Dick, dick, dick.
It's like a goddamn nerve battle of dick pics.
Done.
They either have to get really artsy.
There's so many dicks. Like, at least when the guys do it and the girl's like, what the fuck? And you have to sit there, Amy, and you have to be like, yeah, that's great. Oh, so hot. And you're just like, disgusted. But it's just 2 dudes like, yeah, show me your cock, show me your cock.
Well, they ask for dick ratings. Do you know how much money I make off of rating dicks?
What's a dick rating?
So they'll pay
What does it
money,
sound
and I
like?
tell them on a number scale or on a video, like
What?
On a scale of 1 to 10, where are their dick rates?
Someone's doing that. They think they're going to get a good rating?
Yeah.
Have you ever given a 10?
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever given a 1?
4 times.
I've given a 2.
What?
And it was not even, it was, aside from the dick itself, I could barely see it because there was so much hair. I don't even know if it was hair. I'd never done anything like it.
Do they then use it as references? Like, is that
You know what?
like should I go
for
on
it.
OnlyFans and get a bunch
Yes.
of dick ratings and then put it in my Tinder bio and
Yes.
be like, Danny
Whatever
Jensen says it's an
rated
8.
9.5 by whatever. Amy.
Yeah, exactly. And just have them all listed.
You're serious.
I swear to God, I get paid for dick rates.
No, that part. But the part where they use it as a reference and they're getting the job.
No. Yeah, I think we were just kidding. I think that's
I was
funny.
like,
But
holy shit.
I think it's really clever.
You
Some
think
girls
it's
like,
clever? I'm
before
gonna give it a
before we
shot.
go to dinner,
I think it's hilarious.
whatever, Amy, rate your cock. It's like 6.5. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, you do a 0.5?
I've done halves, yeah.
Don't do halves. That's not fair to cocks.
Is half the smallest portion?
What make it? Yeah. Is half?
Have you done like a 0.3?
No, I haven't done under 1%. I've done like a 6.5 or an 8.5 or something like that.
What
Do
makes
they-
a great cock?
Do you score
What's
it
the
like
10?
the Olympics, like gymnastics? Like, do you have a category for presentation? Do they stick the landing? Is
I
it clean
do
and proper?
You
Length,
take into
girth?
consideration the surrounding area. And, is it soft? Does it have the potential to look better when it's hard? Like, does it
Ooh.
look amazing soft? And I'm like, wow,
Wait,
that's
they send you soft cock?
What?
They send you soft dick pics?
Not usually.
Okay,
It's
okay. I was
usually-
gonna say, oof.
Well, an impressive soft dick is an impressive dick.
What is that?
Yeah. You're like, holy crap, what would I do with that?
Get it hard.
Yeah,
And
and
what would it, but what would it look like when it is?
exactly.
But,
I've
like,
only been frightened like once or twice.
but what if you were gonna rate a 10, what's the perfect dick?
It's a combination
Hang on,
of
Pat. Let me share my screen real quick.
it's a combination of, I would say, length, but not too long.
What's
Guys
too
are
long?
like, oh, I have a 12-inch dick. I'm like, well, I don't have a 12-inch vagina, so I don't care. Like, it's, the skin has to be nice and smooth and has to be manscaped,
I got this reptilian cock, baby.
little girth to it. It's a combination.
Isn't girth more important than length? I mean, no, okay,
Oh, somebody's
not
been
like
lied
3
to.
inches. I'm saying, wouldn't you rather have 6.5 inches and some girth than 8 inches and a pencil?
Well, I see your point, but like,
I don't know my
the
point.
brain is a
Yeah, I've never
muscle.
taught
It
dicks
expands
before.
and contracts.
6.5 inches of girth?
No,
Oh.
I think he meant height and width.
Oh,
Oh,
height.
Jesus Christ. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck. Sorry.
I'm like an 8-ounce Coke can, baby. Like 2 inches long, like 5 wheat deep. That's what I go for. No, but I would think, I know they contracts. I'm like, at the end of the day, you don't want a skinny fucking pencil penis.
No, you don't want to be like poked through your throat. Like,
Right. Oh, yeah, you put it in your mouth too. I forget.
Has anybody ever tried to make the transition from customer to friend or more?
oh, all the time. All the time.
Has there ever been a successful attempt?
No. Sorry.
No. Just curious.
Yeah, but that's because you've been in a relationship. If
Yeah,
you weren't, would you ever? Like most strippers will never date a person that comes to the place because they're like, that's weird. Would you ever? Date
I have met, through all of my social media platforms, I have met some really awesome people, and people that I could see myself, dating. They're really nice, they're funny, whatever. So I don't think it's out of the question to consider that, because you do, talk to people and get to know them, and it's not necessarily just about, being on OnlyFans. I mean, I've met some really cool people, but
Okay, but
in
let's say you're single, and let's say you were interested in Adam. You thought he was a great guy, and he'd been.
Okay, well, let's be realistic.
No. Let me just go. So it's Adam.
before I was in a relationship, I've met 1 or 2 people off of Twitter.
Right. Let's just say the OnlyFans part. That's the point I want to make. So they're on there. You like them. There's conversation, but they've been subscribing to your OnlyFans. You
Yes.
decide to go on a date. After you say yes to the second date, they stop subscribing to the OnlyFans. Are you upset? Because now they're like, well, I don't need to pay for this anymore because now
Well, that
I've
would
got
make
the
sense to
OnlyFans.
me. That makes sense.
Well, wouldn't you be a little bothered? It's like, what? You still can't support me? It's still my thing.
Well, you're going to take me to
You're
dinner.
going to be in life. You can't support me now that we're together. Why can't you throw me the money? You threw me the money before. You didn't give a shit.
No, that's not. I don't think it's that complicated for me anyway.
I don't think
Nice.
you should fuck anyone that pays for you.
Well, then you could turn it. There's a huge moneymaker for Fuck a Fan. I'm sure you guys have seen those porns.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, what are you talking about?
I wasn't lying. No, wait. I thought that was just fake. They're not really fucking a real fan.
Some of them have, yeah.
They're letting a real fucking stranger fuck. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you can
people?
even You can pay money to be in a
What is this
raffle
world?
and arrange it, and it's a huge thing.
We know, Pat. Raffles. We know, Pat. Raffles aren't earning your pussy. We know. You got to earn it.
Yeah.
I know your stance on this one. Amy, obviously you made it clear that it's never going to happen. But if it was, I would say something along the lines of, "Hey, Amy, you want to go for a ride?"
Oh no. No fucking Jesus.
Oh shit!
Hiya, Bobby.
Here we are on
Yes!
POS. Barbie girl. We
I
got
love
Adam
Barbie.
from the Toilet Show.
Yes.
We got Pat Oates, and we got the lovely whatever Amy. Turning up on a Thursday night. Pat, tell the people where you're going to be this weekend.
Hanging myself after watching the show.
Barbie, let's go party.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right. Hey, Bobby, if you don't mind, like, I know we're going to keep doing that, but if we could let me read a story and then we can do it when you, like, kick it to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, but before we do a story, I think we should do our first sponsor because we got a couple tonight.
Oh, okay.
And let's
I'll
do
pick
the
up
series.
story, you do the sponsor.
Sounds good. Let's do a serious one first, and that is
Hey,
Hospice
you're
by.
coming in real hot.
Oh, how about
Now
now?
you're
Is that
good.
better?
Now you're good.
All right, and let's do the first serious sponsor, and that is Hospice by Henson. That's right. Kids dying at an unfortunate age is a part of life, but you want them to go out in the sweetest way possible. Allow Nurse Elmo or Dr. Big Bird to put your patient to sleep quickly. That's Hospice by Henson. Use promo code POS, as in you're a POS for making up this ad read, to save 10% now. Pat, let's go to our first story.
What was the
Before you do
URL
that,
for that, though? There was no URL. All I heard was a promo code.
This is one you want to look up on Craigslist.
I got to go to Craigslist.com and look up what again? Because
Hospice by Henson.
Deal.
Do I realize that Elmo and Big Bird were not Henson Muppets? Yes, I do. Was I halfway through the read when I did that? Yes, I was. So here we are.
Wait, yes, they were.
Don't worry. They were?
No, yes, they were. Sesame Street.
Oh,
were-
sweet.
Leslie Shakes hands.
Yeah.
All right, good. I was worried our sponsor was going to get very angry if I misrepresented them like that.
No,
I
you're
think
fine.
it's funny you chose that as a sponsor because just a couple days ago, someone had tweeted on, I put a tweet out there and said like they want a job where they could watch some TV show all day and drink wine. And my response was, you should be a hospice carer because you could do that. And then some people liked it, and then someone else went too far with my joke, and they're like, "You watched died," and someone's like, "Hey, hospice makes me sad." The person that tweeted it, and I'm like, "My bad, I wasn't really." I go, I guess you could just be a security guard at a dump. I don't know.
I don't think you can drink during that. They frown on that.
No one's watching you. Either way, you'd be fine. But I thought it was a fine joke. But I don't want to make a joke about our sponsor, our wonderful Hospice by Henson. Even though Jim Henson's been dead for a while, it's going to go his family. Even though
They wanted to
Hospice
carry
saved
on the
him.
legacy.
Yeah, Hospice couldn't save him. So they took care of this. Oscar the Ouch. That's what that ad's all about right there. All right. So the way this thing works here is I'll read some stories. I will kick it to all you guys. I'll ask you who the piece of shit is, and it doesn't really matter. We're all be good. First one actually involves the picture behind me. Usually I don't do that, but for this story, you guys need to see what this person looked like for the story. You can see her real quickly. Brave prison guard sentenced for having
Real
sex-
quick, Pat. Real quick. We know Pat reads like a child with a learning disability. It's been pointed out by a number of our fans. Sorry, Amy and Adam in advance. Go ahead, Pat.
First of all, only one person has ever complained about my reading and never said it as meanly as you just did. All
Oh,
they said is that I don't have a lot of energy when I read. And you said I have a learning disability.
Listen,
Why?
Adam and
Coming
Amy.
from the guy
Adam
who
and Amy,
can't
we
stop
know-
every 4 minutes of having a studio
know-
or raid by himself. You.
Adam and Amy, we know it sounds like Pat's reading by putting his finger on the computer screen to keep an eye on what line he's on, but really he's an adult who graduated from college.
I wish I was as good as that. Do you not even know how I read? I have my phone in my hand, and I look down at my phone and read it off my phone while I stare down. I'm even worse than what you said. I don't even look forward.
Listen, guys, we know it sounds like Pat has an earbud in, that he is text-to-speeching the story so he can try to understand what it's saying. But really, he's doing his best, so just bear with him.
You're right. And we're having a new contest. If anyone wants to be my new co-host, let me know. Let me know. Why don't you go on your other show and then you get yelled at for saying the N-word even though you didn't say it? How about that, buddy? Maybe I give you too much freedom. Maybe
Wait,
I
is this-
get that. Why
is
don't
this
you
Gino?
get a sandwich between a jacked girl and a giant tard and have them just yell things and you get yelled at and not treat it like the star that you are? All I've done is rise you up, believe in you.
Listen.
What do I get? A slap in the face because I read like Dexter Manley sometimes. Look that up. That's a deep cut. He was a football player who couldn't read. Okay.
Carry on,
Depraved
Floyd
prison
Mayweather.
guard. Can I shoot like that now?
Carry
Have a
on,
new
Floyd
voice?
Mayweather.
Please.
Okay. Depraved prison guard sentenced for having sex with inmates while other prisoners watched. A California corrections officer convicted of having sex with an inmate in full view of other prisoners will spend 210 days in jail, then serve 2 years of probation. Tina Gonzalez, 27, right behind me, admitted to the crimes, and her attorney, Martin Telensky, claimed her marriage was falling apart when she committed the acts. It was never her intention to bring any harm or danger to the employees in the jail or anyone else in the jail, the lawyer said. In addition to sex, Gonzalez reportedly gave the inmate razor blades and a cell phone. She also tipped him off on cell searches. At times, communicated sensitive information to the inmate about individuals that were entering the inmate's pod, as well as times when the pod would be searched, said prosecutor Caitlin Drake. Cutting a hole in your pants to make it easier to have sex with an inmate and having intercourse in full view of 11 other inmates is something only a depraved mind could come up with, Fresno County Assistant Sheriff Steve McComb said. The fact that she continuously calls, has sexually explicit conversations with the inmates in question, and even boasts about the crimes she carried out shows she's incapable of owning up to her mistakes and will undoubtedly continue in the future. Who is the piece of shit in this story? Is it this woman for going to work and fucking an inmate in front of other inmates and cheating on her husband? Is it her husband for like, why are you still her husband? She goes to work and she fucks criminals in front of other people and boasts and brags about it. Is it the deputy who said this is a depraved mind? Really? That's what we're going after? Her mind? We're supposed to be making our prisoners feel like there's a chance to get out. If this girl's doing anything, she's inspiring. Is it the 11 other fucking prisoners who sat there and watched? I know there's nothing else to do in jail, but that's weird. After the first time, I'd be like, I'm not going to watch this one guy have sex while I can't all the time. Or is it the person who said, hey, I noticed you have a hole in your pants, but I know it's for fucking, so go ahead and let it go. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Adam, it's your birthday, you go first.
Well, thanks for that. It's definitely not the other inmates because I personally have watched the same video because I have favorites more than 11 times or so.
You wouldn't go to watch a porn set live, would you? Like stand there and watch it live? You watch it at home. You wouldn't stand there live. They're not jerking off, I don't think.
If it's with my favorite video, I'd probably take the opportunity to watch that live.
Would you stand there and jerk off?
I'm in jail. I don't know. Maybe. Probably. To be honest, probably.
I mean, you have nothing else to do, so why not?
Literally, if
You
I'm
laundry,
okay,
you work out, there's things to do.
if I'm okay with jerking off to the same video multiple times in my bedroom, then I'm probably okay with jerking off to the same thing in jail.
You
multiple
watch the same
times.
video a lot?
I have favorites but the thing
I
is
have
like
favorite porn stars, but I don't like to watch the same video. I mean, I have before, but usually I try to find new work.
it's because I'm trying to do one thing and I'm trying to end that one thing as quickly as I can because
Not me. I have story. I take time.
sometimes in my life I only have a minute or 2 minutes here or there.
Then why are you jerking off? You only have a minute. Like someone's waiting in the car. I'll be out in a minute.
No,
What are you doing?
there might be a moment where
Take
like,
your time,
okay,
take your time.
shit, I have like a couple of minutes to myself. Let me do that thing.
By the way, your video went away. Are you jerking off now? Are you taking a minute?
I swear to God, I am.
Nice.
But fucking no, I'm definitely not taking a minute right now. But no, man, it's like,
Who's the piece of shit?
okay, who's the piece of shit? Not her. I'll give it to the husband. I might give it to the motherfucker that noticed the goddamn fucking hole in the pants and didn't say anything or did say something. It's not her. I might put it at the husband. I might put it at the husband, man.
Just for that shit. Yeah.
Or maybe fuck her for only fucking one dude if she's just horny and ready to go.
Well, she obviously liked him because she also tipped him off on things and gave him information and let him know what's going on. So I think they're making this like she was just having sex, but I think she was having an at work relationship. Amy,
Well,
what do you think the piece of shit is?
I'm gonna go with first. I'd like to know who her hairdresser is because her wave looks great.
Yeah,
But I'm
other
gonna
pictures where she has black hair, but it's the same style. She does this normal.
love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to say she's the problem because one, that's her job. She's putting other people at risk. You know, yes, she's providing a service to these other inmates who are clearly bored and she's having some sort of work relationship, but you know, she's married. She needs to work on that situation first before you're going around. But there's something wrong that she's bragging about it. She's proud of it. It's like that whole teacher student relationship from years back where they couldn't stay away from each other and they, you know what I mean? I'm not into it.
Now I hate to say this, but like if I read this story and didn't show the picture, that's why I did this. Would you have thought she was attractive?
If you had
I
read,
would have thought she was a butch, gross thing.
no, I probably
Prison
wouldn't have thought
guard.
that.
Prison guard 27 named Tina Gonzalez. I would have thought someone that looked like Carlos Mencia. That's what I thought would have looked like.
I was picturing Adam and Drag.
All right. Where's Adam?
I'll send you those pictures later. Trust me, you weren't
We're gonna
picturing
trade a
that.
lot of pics together. It's too sweet. Cox for drag. But like, I didn't think she'd look like that. Which, by the way, I kind of get why the 11 guys watched because it was just a gross woman or whatever. You're like, oh. And by the way, you're 27 and you're a correction officer and you're cheating on your husband. Your life's not going to get any better. Like you already peaked out. Like you're already making the worst decisions possible. If you're going to cheat, I guess cheat at work. I don't know. It's weird.
Some people get
You're gonna lose
addicted
your
to
job
that.
and you're gonna lose your job and your marriage now because all in one swoop.
Yeah, and
Did
your
she lose the
pension and
marriage?
everything else.
They didn't say that, but that'd be weird if he stayed.
I would like to be her attorney. Because the first thing I would do is look up the crime statistics in the prison when she was working and when she wasn't. Because I'm
Yeah.
thinking they're probably down, right?
You know what was down? Man rape. That was down because they were fucking a lady and she wanted it. They're like, wait a minute, we've never had consensual sex here before. This is great.
It's
Imagine
Sorry,
the
I
girl
didn't
who
mean to
takes her
interrupt you,
job.
Amy.
The girl who takes her job is gonna have big shoes to fill.
They're not going to put a girl there for a while.
Well, not a good looking one.
No.
They'll get some kind of like hobbit looking one.
Yeah.
Probably mad about that.
Here's Wanda. Everybody meet Wanda. Hey, what's up? I'm Wanda.
Yeah, that's spelled Juan.
Guys, come on. The government's way more manipulative than that. They're going to send in an even more attractive woman and be like, nobody fuck her. Spoiler alert, she's going to have HIV.
And a
that's how they're
dick.
going to limit the prison population.
She's gonna have a dick too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're fine with that.
It's 2021. Come on.
But in prison, you've been fucking people with dicks the whole time. There's no one more progressive than prison because they're very open to all sex. They're like, we don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. Just let me get in your butt. That's what prison's all about. That's what we hear about anyway. There's so much. Prison sounds like a resort because there's nothing with sex that people don't get. It's not that. It's so
It's like sandals with jumpsuits.
yeah. But is she wrong? I want to call her the piece of shit. But I'm not someone who cheats. But people that are not happy in a relationship, let's say she's going home every day. She works this job that's a miserable fucking job. Thankfully, people are like, you're not really a cop. You work in a jail. Well, that must be it. Most guys are yelling awful shit at her. She's probably treated by shit by the men who work there because that's that mentality. It's a very gruff mentality. And especially in this day and age, people get more mad about prisoners and about people are kind of like cops yelling and all that. She's a white woman, kind of. I can't tell what the fuck she is. But anyway, so
Her
she's got
last
that
name.
look-
What's her last name?
She's got a look of privilege to it and all that. She comes home. Her husband's like, all you do is go there. He's probably miserable, mad. He's probably working some shit job too. She wishes she didn't have to work that job. She goes there, and men are treating her like she's the hottest thing in the goddamn world because they're locked up all the time. And they see this girl. Even if this is the best picture she's ever taken, she's still gonna be the best thing those guys are ever gonna see. So all of a sudden, one guy is not only being kind of creepy and calling her hot and catcalling. Once in a while, there's a cat caller who has a good cat call. And he can say something. It's not just like, hey, mama, whatever.
Turned around.
Right. But if she's like, he says something that's actually charming or a little bit funny, and she goes, "Oh wow, that was kind of funny." All of a sudden, her whole fucking thing goes. Her self-esteem rises. She feels good about herself. This guy's making her feel good because she has a miserable life. And all of a sudden, she has this relationship at work, and she also has this power thing because at any time she can cut it off and make them all get in trouble. It really is that like Mean Girls mentality where she runs the fucking school. So I kind of get that. But at the same time, she used her power for bad in that regards. She should have fucked all the other 11 guys. Like, I'm not trying to not all at once. Yeah, give them all one fuck. They're gonna watch, at least blow them or something. Like, what? Now you're a member, you're fucking at work. You have a hole in your pants for easy access. You're not a good woman. I mean, yeah, you're a great giver, but you're not a good woman. So she can't be the piece of shit. I think the piece of shit actually is the inmate that was fucking her. Because he knows that even though it might be pussy, pussy's never worth ending your life. And if he gets she got in trouble, she got 2 years, he's in trouble. There's no way he's not in trouble. You're not going to say, oh, it's consensual. They don't give a fuck. That guy's going to be serving more time than who knows what he did. It was tax evasion. Now that guy took too much of a chance on to get laid in jail when he could have gotten out of a girl half as good somewhere else later. So I think that guy is the piece of shit. I should have been the lawyer. It would have worked.
Can I have my say now?
Yeah.
I didn't get the answer.
Yeah,
and I think you're wholeheartedly wrong. No, I didn't.
You chimed in the middle.
Yeah, just punch things up a little bit. That's.
Oh, I thought you were. That was you just taking over. I don't know. This whole show, you're just fucking bobbing and weaving. You're bobbing and weaving. That's your name. Bobby and weaving.
Well, listen. Here's the thing.
Oh, wait, real quick.
He's not.
Go ahead, asshole.
He's not the thing. He's not the piece of shit. And here's why. Heroes come and go, Pat. Legends never die. No matter what happens to this guy going forward, he is going to be treated as a god in that prison. Hey, yo, that's Tony. He used to fuck a security guard. Hey, Tony, come here and tell me about the time you were fucking the prison guard.
Let me smell your fingers, Tony. It was 4 years ago.
And here's the husband. If they stay together, is not the piece of shit. It makes me upset. It's like your wife's fucking prisoners and you're going to stay with her, but my girlfriend catches one pube out of place and it's a whole fucking situation, you know? Bitch could learn to live a little bit. For me, it's not the security guard. She's the highlight of the prison. Like I said, she's probably keeping crime down. For me, honestly, I think the piece of shit is the security guard who said it was the act of a deranged human. Is that what she said, Pat? What's the exact quote?
Depraved.
Depraved? Are you sure?
Sexual depraved. That's what they're saying. She was obviously depraved sexually. That's the person saying.
Listen, baby.
I mean, we've all had a dry spell, but you didn't go around like having, orgies with homeless people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a prison.
Well, someone just brought that up.
There are going to be some blurred lines in that prison.
Those poor homeless people. It's too bad Amy's had 25.
Everybody get up. You're watching the POS show with whatever, Amy. Adam, it's his birthday. We're going to get to that with the next song. And your host, who still is playing along with this bit, thankfully, the lovely Pat Oates.
Well, I know you're going to play Robin, Amy Likes Them Thick. I didn't realize that was going to be the song we went with, but all right, there you go.
I've got a couple.
All right.
I told you we still had at least 4 more locked and loaded. Would you be surprised?
Do we have any more other sponsors before I read the next story? Because after this one, I think this one's going to lead to our real sponsor. But
yeah, I'm not sure based on how the last sponsor went, how this one's going to land. But
it started with hospice.
Well, it's not going to get better.
Well, let's see how it works.
All right. Well, we've got our next sponsor, and that is Celebrity. Oh, fuck. I forgot the name. Hang on. We'll come back to it.
It's Alzheimer's. That's what
it's Celebrity Warehouse. It's Celebrity Warehouse. That's right.
No, not from your other. No.
It's basically like
This from me, said Dave?
What do you mean? No.
Okay, we get to that one.
This is gonna be borderline that though.
Okay,
it's Celebrity Warehouse. It's basically a TJ Maxx, but all of our products are sponsored by celebrities. That's right. Get you the Robin Williams exclusive brand of belts, the Lindenberg exclusive brand of home security, and the Cobain beanie caps. Now with make your own hole.
Fun.
That's right. And right now you can use the promo code POS to shop their online warehouse at www.deadceleb.com.
You know, like the Casey Anthony babysitting kit. They have fun things there all the time. It's a good place with the O.J. Simpson line of gloves. They have so
Yeah.
many things that you can just get anywhere you'd like to.
Mike Tyson brand of treadmills.
Right.
Oh,
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
oh.
Is it
Well,
just him?
in their snack section, they do have the
Oh, yeah, there was
Cosby
no-
pudding.
I like
Spanish
it's just
fly.
Bill Cosby.
It's
And
that
listen,
easy.
You guys hate moving stuff to your car once you buy it in the store. Associates do it. And the beauty of Celeb's Warehouse is they've got Mexican Juan in the parking lot. Let him talk about it. Hello, it's me,
Juan.
Mexican Juan.
Hola.
If you order now, you could get my raft. I came here with my family. It's wonderful. Oh, by the way, if you do order now, use our promo code and you buy any one of those things, use POS, they will send you the brand new George Floyd turtleneck. It's an incredible product. It will guard your neck no matter what the situation. Yeah,
That's
Bobby,
so
Bobby, I made it worse for you.
bien.
Oh.
See, that's what Mexican Juan says. Bien,
Gracias.
Bobby, you thought you were going to ruin it.
Adam does a better Mexican Juan than me.
Tacos.
I may have to quit the show.
I think he's Mexican Dos. You're Mexican Juan. All right, a drunk driver named Booze busted for allegedly crashing into a Taco Bell sign. Florida woman with the last name Booze was busted for drinking drunk, or it says drinking drunk, which is terrible. Not me reading that. Driving drunk after she allegedly slammed her car into a Taco Bell sign and sped off, according to cops.
That's right. We're driving drunk and going to Taco Bell. We aren't turning down. You don't turn down. Turn down for who?
For
Turn
what?
down for what? Yeah, that's right. It's the POS show with whatever Amy, Pat, Oates, and Adam. It's his birthday. I said we were going to get to that song next, but maybe I got the order wrong.
And his podcast is called The Internet is a Toilet. Why can't you get his podcast here one time on his birthday? Shout outs to Kanisha Booze, 34 of St. Petersburg. She was arrested for when an officer spotted her allegedly speeding through two red lights near the fast food joint at 10:20 p.m. Where's the thing here? When a cop confronted the aptly named driver, she was allegedly wobbly with bloodshot, watery eyes and an odor of an alcoholic beverage on her breath, according to the police report cited by the outlet, which noted she refused to perform a breath test. Booze, who works at the Taco Bell where she crashed, was charged with driving under the influence, leaving the scene of an accident, and driving with a suspended or revoked license. She was released from jail Saturday morning after posting a $1,750 bond. Booze had previously been convicted 7 times for driving without a license and once for grand theft, according to an outlet. Who's the piece of shit in this story? By the way, sometimes most of my stories come from the New York Post, so they're usually awful stories. So we usually also name the name of the person writing it, Natalie O'Neill. Is she the piece of shit, Natalie O'Neill, for writing this story, basing it on, yes, a woman crashed into a sign, but thinking it to be hilarious that her name was Booze, B-O-O-Z-E, and basing an entire article on that. This woman went to journalism school. She tried her best. She thought she was going to cover political stuff. She's like, oh, look, the name sounds like alcohol. Let's be funny with this. Isn't that woman for writing this? Is it our friend here, Kanisha Booze, who's all right? She has a tough day at working at Taco Bell. She gets hammered like she normally does, but for some reason doesn't drive away from her work. Just kind of circles around it a whole bunch to get to the point where she's so fucked up, she crashes into her own work Taco Bell sign and then refuses a breath test. Which, by the way, if you refuse a breath test, we know why. It's not because you're don't feel like breathing that day. It's
Right.
It is the cop for just going, hey, it'll be funny if I let everyone know this lady's name is Kanisha Booze. Because usually that story doesn't leak until the cop can't stop telling people, her name's Booze, strike Booze, whatever it is. And is it also her parents for going, okay, your last name is Booze, let's go Kanisha. Let's just go something so crazy, so nuts. Like, maybe it should have been like Drinka or something more fun like that, or some kind of like booze name to be more fun with it, but you didn't go that way. Or is it Taco Bell? Because in that whole report, the one thing I didn't read is that she was fired. Now, the prison guard who fucked 11 people, she got fired and is going to be arrested. A woman who's been caught driving without a license 7 times and smashed into a sign and been stolen a car before just got fined $1,750, and as far as I know, still works at Taco Bell. So is it Taco
To be
Bell?
fair, she's the mascot.
This bitch. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Bobby, you go first.
Sorry, she's the mascot. She can't fire her. That's literally the epitome of how people go to Taco Bell. That hammered. It's a miracle more people don't smash into the sign. You can't fire her.
They were shocked that she worked there. It's like, whoa, don't crash where you eat. That's not what you do.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. What was the author's name?
Oh, it's Natalie O'Neill.
It's not Natalie O'Neill, because you're right. She could have written about politics. But instead, she tried to make a couple people smile by writing a story about a woman who's gotten 7 DUIs with the last name Booze.
Yeah, and also stolen a car before.
She wasn't sitting there
Oh.
going, this is corny. She was sitting there going, this is God. This is
is
going to be
Pulitzer
the
Prize.
story. Yeah, this is going to be the story that breaks my career. And I thank her for that. For me, the piece of shit is this. What state is this in?
Oh shit. Florida, of course.
Yeah, of course it's Florida. It's the court system in Florida. In baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. 3 DUIs and maybe you don't get your license back. You shouldn't be able to get up to 7. So I'm going to go with Florida. Final answer.
Unless Florida sentenced her to have to work at Taco Bell after the third one. They're like, that's your job now. You're in so much trouble. You have to do this. So, okay. Amy, who's a piece of shit?
I mean, 7 DUIs. I'm gonna
Wow.
go with her. I mean, what if she killed somebody? I'm gonna
that
take the easy way out here, and I'm gonna
You
go
think
with
Taco Bell would have
Miss
fired her if she killed somebody?
You know what? Taco Bell is kind of like the halfway house for wayward employees. Like they'll take anybody in. You need something, we'll take you. It doesn't matter if you don't have the best hygiene or whatever. But
The food already smells like BO anyway.
I like to
props to
think
Taco Bell for taking on, people who need a little extra push. But I really can't wrap my head around
7
that
DUIs.
incredibly bold driving record.
Well,
I'm gonna
so
have to go with Ms. Booze.
I'd like to
by the way,
think-
if you want to know what Kenesha Booze looks like, that's our girl.
I like to think that she was off and her manager texted her and was like, yo, we had 2 call-offs. We need you to come in. And she was like, I'm way too drunk. And the manager was like, figure it out. And then she crashed and she just was pointing at the manager like, you better not fire my ass. I'm going to sue
I
all
feel like
y'all.
she was out drinking and then wanted a drunk fix. Like most people, they want to get their fast food before they go home, and she just missed the drive-through.
Popeyes, you work at Taco Bell. Go somewhere else. I'm not saying Popeyes,
No,
but still, I'm saying Popeyes. She's Kenesha.
I worked at a fast food store in college, and whenever we got hammered, we would all go there because it was cheap.
I have to say, I'm also personally offended by your background tweet. I'm
You're
feeling
offended by his?
I'm feeling attacked by your tweet.
Oh,
behind
because
me.
you're only fan. Okay. That
Oh,
was
no.
that's a comedian that's been on our show, Andrew Buster. And when we asked for boob, whenever we get boob gate thing, like I said, the videos are going up. I asked for royalty-free videos from other fans. So
No.
and then he saw that and responded to us with that. So we threw Andrew a shout out for saying that. And he was happy we were going to use royalty-free stuff, which by the way, we used on our last show from one of our fans, Smokey. It was an incredible picture. But
And we're trying to book him on that show we talked about. We're throwing to compete with the secret show. So he may be one of the comedians on there. Yeah, did you get the venue yet?
yeah, I got the venue. It's
I'm
at Taco Bell in
I'm
Florida.
negotiating with Gino to get him to come to our show, not theirs.
There's 2 shows. One's at the prison, and then
Okay.
one's at Taco Bell.
You know what? It's still easier to get to than traversing the ocean. Go on, Pat. Sorry.
Adam, go ahead. Who's a piece of shit?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about this, but Jesus Christ, I wasn't jerking off, I swear.
Put the black back on. Go ahead.
I definitely I want to say not Taco Bell, but and definitely fucking Jesus Christ.
This is
Who
hard.
served her?
You want me to do mine? You want to think on it? I can do mine.
Like
I'm having a moment.
I'm really having a fucking moment because I got into what the fuck we were talking about, and we were just ever talking
All
about.
right, let me do mine, then I'll take it back to you.
Yeah, bring it.
Okay. It's not Taco Bell. It's not our girl Kenesha. It's the police system. 7 times. You were saying, Amy, yourself, that she could have killed somebody. I don't know any other state where you can get 7 times and not. Yes, her license was taken away, but there's got to be a point where you arrest this woman. She's got to go to jail. Yes, 2 or 3 times. At one time, I get it. You have a suspended license, but you had to get your kid somewhere. It doesn't dumb. You get, oh shit, I shouldn't have it. But it's all in drinking involved. It's been 7 times, and you've been known to steal a car. That I'm not a guy who believes people going to jail for dumb shit. This is somebody who's making decisions with a weapon, which is a car. It's tons.
Yeah.
It could kill someone. Put her in jail. And she's a big fucking girl. She's black. I'm not trying to be a dick, but they're not known to be not sassy. So she's drunk. She's got a car. She works at Taco Bell. She does not give a fuck. Do not let her just roam free. Yeah, she hit that sign. She can fuck people up. Her name is Kanisha Booze. Yes, this woman, Natalie, wrote that article, which I'm mad about. But you don't think she got made fun of for having that name all throughout her life? She looks like Precious, and her name is Booze. It's not a good fucking time. They didn't call her alcohol as a kid. They would go, Booze, boo, because she's gross. And they would boo her. No one yayed her. No one called her Kanisha Yays. They call her Kanisha Booze because she's terrible. So the police should have put her in fucking jail, and she should have got a name change, and she probably should get a sex change too and be Ken Booze. Go
So
ahead.
goddamn true, dude. Because like anytime someone really is fucking like up for that many offensive so many times in a row, it's like obviously there's a fucking issue. It's like I can be sitting here kind of trailing off, not paying attention to what's going on because it's my fucking birthday.
Yes.
And I'm all fucking high on 3 or who fill in the blank substances. But yeah, goddamn, you're at a fucking job. You're running a goddamn. You're like. Holding a position, but then when you're behind a goddamn vehicle, honestly, when I'm at work, I hold that.
That's right, Adam. It's your birthday. We're
Happy
gonna
birthday
party
to
on
Adam.
your birthday.
Birthday.
We're gonna get drunk.
Podcast, it's your birthday.
But dude, it's fucking. It makes more sense to have control when you're driving a car than when you're just fucking standing in line. So when this motherfucker, she is the goddamn worst, and I am the goddamn best because I'm sitting at home in front of a microphone, and there's nothing that I could do right now besides literally piss my wife or my daughter off. And that's like a one moment thing that has nothing to do with killing people or ruining people's nights.
Kanisha Booze is the Bill Cosby of driving a car. Like, how many offenses do you have to do till they go, oh shit, that's a lot? You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. 7.
Like, I want to know what the judge says when she rolls up in there for the 7th time. Like, oh, here we are again. I guess, how can I fail you again? Like,
hey, what's up, Shanisha? Was
like,
that what it was?
Hey.
What is up with, the court system? And it boggles my mind that she's been in court for 7 offenses and no one has thought, maybe this person has a problem. We need to address it.
In 7
No,
offenses,
pay your fine and be gone.
7 times. Like, that doesn't mean she's only done it 7. She's probably done it 100 times. She's only been caught 7.
Right.
Listen, Kanisha, I know the Booze has the last name defense worked the last 6 times, but I think it's really gonna run thin.
Yeah. Like your blood alcohol content.
Yeah.
The Booze. I'm not doing no breathalyzer test. I'm Booze. Oh, body's Booze, man. Oh, that's
Booze.
Hello, it's me, Mexican Juan. If you need a ride home, just call me. I don't have license, but I be sober.
Do you know why, Mexican Juan? Do you know why she's the piece of shit of this story? Even though I said it was the other people, it's her. You want to know why? Because
they have shitty. Yeah, they have shitty.
Gone home, and then with every food she had, she could have just used Silk City hot sauce.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Get Diablo sauce? Fuck that. Get some Silk City hot sauce.
Ghost Whisperer sauce if you want that heat that keeps you home. And if you got Silk City hot sauce, if you had Badass Jew, you had that flavor in your car next to your bottle of booze, and she just chugged that, she would pass every breathalyzer because it would have killed everything inside her. Just like her soul and the babies that have been in there, it would have killed everything. I'm not saying Silk City hot sauce is perfect for abortions, but I'm not saying it isn't. What I'm saying is
we aren't scientists.
2 things. One, Silk City hot sauce, as always in every state, every week, we tell you this, They love everyone but pedophiles. They will never sell their sauce to pedophiles. If you touch a kid, you can't have their sauce. But if you run over a sign, here's a bottle of Chad Zumach's fucking Mango Madness. They
Steal
believe
somebody's identity and use it as your license. Get them the DUI,
Yes,
not you.
if this woman, she lives in Florida, she probably knows Chad Zumach. If she used his license and went out there and used that, they would have said, "Oh, we're putting you in jail. You're Chad Zumach," and that would have saved everything. But can we have some more of your Mango Madness? My favorite's Aztec Attack. Amy, do you like hot sauce?
I am not really a hot sauce person.
Me either. I hate heat. My mouth is a wuss. I can't handle it. But when they started giving us the product, Aztec Attack is one. It's a mild green pepper one that I use on everything. I can handle. The hot ones I can't fucking do.
No, I can't. I like
they're hotter
mild
sauces.
heat. That's it.
Yeah, I like flavor. I don't want to sweat when I fucking eat. I'm not Kanisha Booze. I'm not this monster who looks like a ham hock. I don't need that. I want to eat. I want to enjoy myself. But I'm not gonna lie. Their hot sauces, their wing sauce, the Kevin Dombrowski, a buffalo sauce, all that stuff. It has flavor to it. Even my mouth's burning. I actually enjoy it because I like the flavor. But I'm like, oh, it's a lovely pain. You know what I mean? For me. But most people
It hurts so good.
It is. It's wrong, but it feels good. Like relationships. Now, Adam, are you a sauce guy? I mean, you're obviously a drinking the sauce guy, but are you a hot sauce guy?
I get him with the sauce, but I also take the sauce down. But I too am a hot sauce weenie. I love the taste of a good spicy hot sauce, but like too hot, I just fucking.
It's kind of like that offensive, humorous thing we were talking about earlier. What Silk City hot sauce does beautifully is they have enough flavor to back up their heat. Look, you're listening to the Pat Oates Show. We know what your daily routine is. You're getting home from your day job and you start slamming liquor. At first, it's to stop the shakes, but eventually, it's to try
Some of
to
you
work
are
up.
drinking while you're driving home from your Taco Bell job. Thanks, Kanisha, for listening.
And at first, you're doing it to stop the shakes, but eventually, you're trying to work up the courage to finally have the balls to pull the trigger. But instead of doing that, eat some Silk City hot sauce. It'll make you happy.
I'm gonna have to get some.
There you go.
Well, if you're going to get some,
if you do,
the best bet is to go to the website, silkcityhotsauce.com, use the promo code POS, and you'll save 15% on all the things you buy. And they'll send you a free bottle of cherry sriracha just for your show.
And all you have to do is use the promo code POS. That's P as in people. Subscribe, O as in order, and S as in stop suicide. Suicide prevention. That's POS.
Done.
Deal.
How about you, Adam? You usually get some for your birthday. You should tell everyone in your life.
Oh, shit. We got the business done. You know what that
Silk
means.
City hot sauce. We're fucking working on it, bro, man.
Now that the business and the ad read is done, if you're not fucked up, you're gonna be. Let's do it. It's the POS show with Adam from the internet is a toilet. Whatever, Amy. And Pat Oates.
Every time you say her name, I think you're just blowing her off.
Yeah. He's like, whatever.
You don't say it like, whatever, Amy. You're like, whatever, Amy. you have a passive aggressiveness to it when you're doing your DJ voice. Like, it's this toilet guy, whatever, Amy. This shit and that.
Because then when he gets to your name, he's just completely done with it.
He's done. You're kind of like a wedding DJ where you're just like, all right, this bitch wants me to play the fucking Macarena, so I guess we're doing that now. So all right, Grandma, that's how it works. Bobby, you don't have any stories this week, right?
All I'm saying is I want you to want me.
How many times are we going to get? They're going to sue us then.
I want you to want me.
Why would you play the music for us? Why would you say
It's the Pat Oates Show with the lovely host, Pat Oates, our fantastic guest, whatever, Amy, and Adam from the Internet is a Toilet Show.
He did a better read that time.
We want you to want us.
Why wouldn't you say all I have to say is and then play I want you to say it and have them say it again?
Pat, I'm using my phone.
I saw you. We know the magic wizard.
Yeah,
of Oz.
we're not in a studio. I don't have a nice setup in front of me.
All right, for our last story, you guys want jerking off, something with kids, or fucking inclusiveness?
All three, please.
Oh, it's too long.
I'm gonna go with jerking off for 1,000.
All right. Oh, is that the new OnlyFans level? Jerking off.
Stay tuned for that.
That's what you should do. Amy, you should tell guys they can send you videos of them jerking off for $1,000. I bet you somebody would do it. You make $1,000. You don't have to really watch it. You just get the money.
I get it. They send them all the time.
And, jerking off?
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
Their video of them jerking off, and they send it to you?
Yeah.
Why?
And pay money to send it to you?
They want me to see what my site does for them.
Oh, that you're the inspiration for them.
Apparently, yes.
The meaning
Wait, is it wait?
of life.
Wait, you have to watch completion?
What was that?
You have to watch completion?
I
They come
don't
on
have
it?
to watch anything, but they send me,
No, but I mean, like,
their money shot.
I'm sure you've watched it before.
And I've been like, what? Some of them I'm like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
No,
This guy
they
is-
send, the full Monty, the money shot.
if I
Listen,
did it,
Pat.
I would send you the video of just my face while the.
Your O face.
And I just go, thanks for watching. And at the end, that's it. Subscribe down below. Just like point, like, click that subscribe button as I clean my stomach now with my sock. Thanks, Amy. And then
Better than a sock.
right when I was done jerking off, Bobby pops up and he goes, "Hey everybody, welcome back to
With the
the
glasses.
Listen, Pat, she's out there. She's working. She's rating dicks. She's watching jerk off videos. She's posting content. You want a nice car? You want a Lamborghini? You better learn to work, bitch.
Oh, Brittany.
Free Brittany. It's the Pat Oates Show with whatever Amy. Adam from the internet is a toilet. And the lovely Pat
Felicia.
Oates.
That was actually on my running playlist for a while. And people, if anyone knew that I was the way I look, I was running and I had Brittany on. But fucking that song inspires the shit out of me.
Dude, it was probably your best BPMs your whole run.
Oh yeah, Brittany's per minute. It was fucking awesome. It was great. Final story of the day. Man busted for masturbating in broad daylight in Times Square. 43-year-old vagrant was slapped with public lewdness charges Tuesday after cops said they caught him brazenly masturbating in the middle of a crowded Times Square. Devon Russell was busted in the crosswords of the world around 12:30 a.m. for allegedly pulling out the grotesque act while sitting outside an American Eagle Outfitters on Broadway, just feet from passerby, including a young girl with her mom. Disturbing video of the incident shows. I don't have the video for them. Russell, who lives in a Brooklyn homeless shelter, was hit with one count of first-degree public lewdness and an additional lesser count of public lewdness, a police spokesman said. The disgusting public display comes as the Big Apple is struggling to revive its tourist industry and kickstart the city economy after a lengthy COVID-19 lockdown. This year, police have grappled with a spike in gun violence and public vagrancy, particularly in the city subways and transit system. Court records show that even before his most recent arrest, Russell has several pending criminal cases, including a Manhattan shoplifting charge from earlier this month, 2 pending cases in Queens, another one in Nassau County. In this Manhattan case, he is charged with petite larceny, possession of stolen property, and menacing for allegedly ripping off a Midtown Duane Reade on April 2nd. He is charged with robbery, larceny, and menacing in the Nassau County ad, and in Queens cases with menacing, possession of stolen property, and weapons possession. Who is the piece of shit in this story? Is it our man here, Devon, for jerking off in public? When you live outside, is it really public? It's your home. That's where you live. You're going to jerk off in a homeless shelter? I think that's worse. Everyone's been through enough there. They don't need that guy jerking off. I bet you so many people are jerking off in that homeless shelter. It's like a good time.
If only there was a homeless shelter guard who would just cut a hole in her scrubs.
Yeah. Where is this woman now? She should go around and fuck the homeless. That's what you're doing. But like, what is it them for doing that? Is it the mother and daughter who said obviously have a video and go, oh my God, we're appalled. I went to New York City. It's 12:30 a.m. If you're a daughter and a young kid, what are you doing walking around New York City 12:30 a.m.? Guard your children better. You're doing bad decisions. Maybe go over there. Maybe show your kids homeless people jerking off and go, don't be this. Stay in school. You don't want to be this. That's fine. I like how it's all about the cleanup act of New York. Isn't the city of New York saying we're trying to get rid of guns and things? Jerking off is healthy. You're supposed to. The guy has nowhere to jerk off. His life is terrible. He's a homeless person. He's stinky. Okay, our lady before, Kanisha, she's a terrible person. She's driving around. She can kill people. She has a job. She has a place to live. Devon does not have anywhere to fucking live. He's a homeless person. Most
And
of
he
them
shall be Devon.
yeah, I think
And he
it's heavy.
shall be
I think I'm
a good
call him
man.
5 names. But At that level, when you're living outside, you're doing whatever you can to get arrested so you can go inside and get a meal and get cleaned up. That's why they're going to like whatever jail for like a day or two. So all those shit he was doing, stealing from a drain weed, menacing, what they call that. It's him just lurking around. He's nowhere to go. Those are all acts of someone who's just homeless and can't survive out there without all that shit. I kind of get it. Should he be jerking off? I don't know. I only jerk off when I need to fall asleep because I'm a sad person. I don't really jerk off to like, I've never been so horned up that I gotta go jerk off. If that's the case, I'll go have
Well,
sex.
clearly you don't subscribe to Amy's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I guess after this, I'm like, that's all I'll be doing is going on there, sending her videos of me going and just doing that. Well, why? Yeah, maybe Amy should send to homeless people your OnlyFans. I mean, maybe he has a phone. I don't know.
I'll help clean up New York.
There you go. He'll clean up his box in your all over your box, I guess. Or is it just the police for like, why are we even arresting this guy this many times?
Because he was
If you want
jerking
a
off in
homeless
public.
person to learn a lesson, don't arrest him. If you really feel like that's the thing, you know what? We're not going to take you in. He's like, oh, then I guess I won't jerk off anymore. Maybe I'll get a job. Maybe I'll stop jerking off and I'll get a job. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Whatever, Amy. Go ahead. I'm sure he's going to play a song during this, but go ahead. What about jerking? He's googling jerk off songs right now as we speak.
You know, I will never, you know, as someone who commuted to Manhattan for 10 years, well, 11 years, I will never forget locking eyes with a homeless man as he was getting a blowjob from another homeless man as I'm walking through the subway. And I'm like, who says romance is dead in New York? I mean, it is.
The guy blowing him.
Run of the mill. That's everyday occurrence. It's, you know, yes, they've cleaned up New York amazingly since the 80s, but this is life. Should he have done it in Times Square? You know, you're going to get caught there. So I think maybe that was done on purpose. You know, I think to your point, you get arrested, get a free meal, get a shower. Like, let me do this in the most obscure place, you know, in the most outstanding, everyone's going to see me. Do I think the mother-daughter who were so appalled should have been videoing it? No. Like, you're so appalled, cover your eyes and move away. Like, you don't need to video anything.
That's on your kid's phone.
Right.
That's on there.
And I think,
jerking off.
you know, and the police, I mean, they're there to uphold the law. That's it. They're not there to interpret it. They're not, it's like, this is the law. This is being broken in front of us.
That guy was there to uphold his dick. So
it's, you know, I think the homeless guy was probably smart to do that if he was looking for a night or two in a safe, warm place. Maybe a little on the mental spectrum because
think a little.
But I think who's videoing, it's too much. The video people, they're on my list.
Yeah, that works. All right, Adam, you got it in you for this last one or what?
Oh, I've got it in me, and I think this whole situation can kind of go fuck itself.
Oh, fuck the situation.
Everybody just needs to take a goddamn step or three back. The people recording themselves, shut the fuck up, look the other way.
Right.
Homeboy doing his thing. It's like everybody else seeing that. It's like, okay, cool. Well, where the fuck else do you expect to see this right now? You're here in the middle of New York. He's
giving them the New York experience.
Tourists. That's what people want to fucking see, Amy, right?
You want Manhattan experience? You're in Times Square with a homeless man jerking off at midnight. You can't get more New York than that.
So if this is a bad thing, then fuck everybody.
Wait, Amy, you think the world we should always be able to jerk off where we want to?
God damn it.
Amy,
right?
if you saw that, would your first thought be, God damn it, I hate taking my work home with me?
I could write a book on the shit I've seen commuting, believe me.
I'm sure.
That is certainly the least of my things I've wanted to burn my eyes out over.
Meanwhile, my book would have to do with like wrapping dogs, but I'll leave that out of context.
And it would have sticky pages from all the jerking off you would do free in public. Bobby.
I'm with you, Pat. Like, why did the cops even bother arresting him? A much better way would be, all right, like,
I know.
That's our guy, by the way, in the upper corner. It's very dark, but he's obviously super black. But that's the picture.
I know we're saying, stop police brutality, but just a little bit of police brutality, and this whole situation would probably be solved. That's all.
How come we didn't beat up this guy? He's just jerking off. Like, of all the people we're shooting.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to get abused by the police, I think I found a foolproof method. That's all I'm saying. It's not. It's not. It's him. You can't jerk off that in public. Even if you're homeless, find a corner to hide behind. That being said, I respect it. All he was doing was getting low a little bit. That's right. You called it, Pat. Oh, skeet skeet. You're watching the Pat Oates Show with Pat, Adam, and the lovely whatever, Amy.
We forgot our names. I think you know what they should do? They should have a cop. Oh, you're still dancing. They should have a cop go around and complete him. You want to stop homeless guys from jerking off? One cop wants to go there with gloves and go, "I'll take it from here," and just start jerking them off. I think most of them would just run away. And if you finish off a couple, they'll get sleepy.
Oh shit, Officer Rodriguez, you got promoted to beat cop. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
A
get
full
it?
swallow means a
Yeah.
swallow.
Beat cop. Heyo. Officer Mexican Juan. What are you doing here? Yeah, but if a cop came over and jerked you off, two things happen. One, you're freaked out like, what the fuck? Or two, you let him finish, and then you pass out and go to sleep because you're tired now. You're sleepy because he jerked you off. Give the homeless guy a little bit of melatonin, a little bit of masturbation. That's the ultimate way to sleep.
I think you
Why
have
did you
way
think
enough melanin, Pat. I don't think he needs any more melanin.
Melatonin.
Oh, my bad. I misunderstood what you said.
Wait, what do you mean? I can't even see him in this photo. And I gotta do the filter different. He's not even a guy there.
I think my favorite part of the background
think-
picture is all the white shirts. Those are all like high level police officers.
Yeah.
They're not even
Yeah.
David Bush. Like
The
they had to
chubby
call all
ones?
the sergeants in to talk about this one homeless guy. Like, come on.
Yeah, they came in. They brought the big chiefs in.
We got a
Wait,
code
all the supervisors
HJHG. We got a code HJHG. How do you want to handle this? What's HJHG?
Oh, by
Hand
the way,
job homeless guy. Hand job homeless guy.
Right.
Bobby, you're gonna enjoy this. The people who wrote this, and I say people because this was a team effort of 3 people who wrote this story: Larry Scalona, Tina Moore, and Jorge Fitzgibbons. And not Fitzgibbons like an Irish name. Fitz-Gibbons.
Fucking Jorge.
You know what? Nothing's gonna follow fucking Jorge. First of all, Adam, happy birthday. Tell people where they can check out your podcast, follow you, all that fun stuff.
Find me on all the places of the podcast. The internet is a toilet, and I'm on Twitter, toilet.com, TOILETDOTCOM. Thanks a fucking shit ton for having me.
Of
It's been a
course, man.
blast with
Happy
This was a lot
everybody.
of fun.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, whatever, Amy. It's been a
Happy
fucking
birthday.
hoot. Thanks. Cheers.
Amy, where can they find you?
I am on YouTube, OnlyFans, Instagram, Twitter with all the same name. It's at whatever _Amy, WHATEVAH_AMY.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
Look, Pat and I discuss it all the time. We've got the best fans in the podcast business. We may not have the most, but we've got the most loyal. If you can, go show Amy that love. She's great. She played along.
Be polite.
Yeah, don't misrepresent
her.
the Pat Oates Show.
Give her
This was
money. Be
so
nice.
fun. I definitely come back. This was super fun. I
Well, I'm
loved
happy
it.
you were there, but I don't want our fans going, "Oh, Pat was making this. Show me your pussy." No, you be nice to Amy. You give her money, and you enjoy the bounty of her breasts. That's all
And
you
if-
do. You don't
If
say
you're
shit.
rude,
You don't ask
or
her.
you-
Don't worry, I can
to
hold
fuck
my
her.
own.
You don't
you're
ask her to do
rude-
the man fuck thing. No.
if you're
bad people.
rude and you send unsolicited dick pics, we will show them on the podcast, and Amy will come on, and we will
Yeah.
all say you're a piece of shit,
We will
And
except
suck
for
your
Frank,
dick.
who will be too
You
confused.
might get a 1.5.
By the way, next week our new segment, Bobby and I judge people's things. So send them in.
Yeah, dicks or boobs, we'll take either one.
I don't know how to do either. Bobby, tell your shit.
Check out the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on
Tuesday.
Compound Media. Follow me at Bobby_Tamburo. July 9th, I'll be at Broadway Comedy Club at 7. Our good friend Andrea will be there as well, so come on out. You get 2 shows for the price of 1. In addition to me and Andrea, if you need to sweeten the deal a little bit, we've got the lovely Aaron Berg on that show as well. So it'll be a good one all around. And then Pat and I have 2 very big gigs.
One this Saturday. So you watch this. We'll put this one out by Patreon before that, but the other way. But either way, this Saturday will be in Hartford. at the City Steam Brewery. You and me and Dave Hintz will be a lot of fun show. Come on to see that one. Go to comedycraftbeer.com for that show. And July 31st in West Hartford will be at the Elbow Room. You and me, Frank, and Dan Brown. That'll be a good one as well. I'll be putting links up on all my social media accounts where you can buy tickets to that one. Bobby may bring the glasses. We don't know yet. Maybe I'll have some new merch they can do with those. That'd be a good time. On top of that, go to the Patreon. You get these episodes before anybody else does. Get on there. We put up a ton of fucking content. Get on there. Enjoy Adam knows. We put a ton of content on. One thing we do, we give you a lot of shit to watch. So get on over there and check it out. We appreciate that. The Pat Oates Patreon. Or go to the YouTube. You don't have the money, we understand. Just go subscribe over there. And go make sure you subscribe to both these people's YouTubes as well. To Amy's and to Toilets. That's your new name, Toilets.
I'll take it.
And before we go, Bobby, I know normally you say don't be a piece of shit, but I think you should do it the way you've been doing it. I think we should get a DJ shout out, piece of shit.
Yes.
Well, folks, that's the Pat Oates Show. What a fun time we all had. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Show the love to everybody on the show. That's me, your DJ, Bobby Tamburo, whatever, Amy, Adam from the Internet is a Toilet, and your host, Pat Oates.
And always remember, don't be a fucking DJ.